Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks. And this episode, we're gonna start. We're gonna start putting this thing together. Um, yeah. So now this top is supposed to be like tar paper and whatnot on here. So I may try getting some black construction paper and cutting it into strips and laying it on here, make it look like a tarred roof. I think we're gonna do that. And then these are gonna get. We're gonna paint these. This we're not gonna paint. That I actually have that. I got the Vallejo old and new wood kit. I think I got number 2. I'm gonna order number 1 up, and then we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that on that. We're gonna check that out. But what I want to do is start getting this building ready. All right, so. I don't want to do this. All right. All right. 1 second. I don't know if you can tell, but everything's a little bit neater. One of my neighbors was getting rid of a file cabinet, and I took it for the cause. And I threw some wheels on it so I can move it around a little bit. And I think it's going to work out pretty good with what I need it for. All right. I'm only doing this to make it a little bit easier for me to paint. All right. So, put my glasses on here because I'm freaking got old all of a sudden. I can't see anything. So, all right, it's that one. Sometimes if you just take these, grab it up. I didn't do it, and I'm ashamed of myself. Not really, but because what I'm going to do is, I forgot to mention this. I'm going to give this a little wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol because it evaporates. Now get any of the mold release that might be on here that can mess up the paint. Take these little nubs off here. All right, so we're going to do that. I'll do that in a second. Let me just get all this stuff up, ready to rock and roll here. Yeah, everything's going to get primed up, but so this one, I want to clean these off because I want kind of like the top edges to get painted a little bit. So we're just gonna. Everyone's got their own way of doing this. This is my way of doing it. It's not 100%, probably not the right way of doing it, but just the way I do it. So we're gonna go from there. That's the way I do it. I do it my way. So I will never sing again. I promise you. I lie. I'll probably sing again some other time. But let's see. We're gonna. All right. Took a little piece out of here, but we can fix that. That'll be all fixed up and nice and nice. That does not make sense. All right, so we'll figure that out. But that's that. He's sitting in my paint block. And this one, we're just going to give that a quick, and that'll be that. Somewhere on this table is another short one of these. I don't know what I did with it. What's somewhere in here? You know, I'm just going to paint these up tonight, and I gotta work in the morning, so this isn't going to get finished. I'm gonna hit both sides. I'm gonna hit the outside nice, and the inside, I'm gonna give it a little. I'm gonna give the inside a little spray, and then the outside, I'll worry about getting good coating on the outside. The inside, I'm gonna hand paint some stuff in there anyway. So, all right. Man, I love this stuff. This stuff covers so good. So good. All right. So I know you're asking yourself, didn't you say something about spraying this down with hitting this down with isopropyl alcohol? Yeah, yes, I did. And why I didn't do it? Because I forgot. Because I got ahead of myself. Because I'm just want to get this done. So we're gonna give this a little spray. I'm gonna let this sit. Stuff dries. I mean, listen. When it comes to primer, I haven't really tried the Vallejo. I haven't tried the Vallejo stuff much. I haven't tried their primer. I haven't tried the AK primer. But I can tell you without a doubt that if you're building models, any type of models, and you're priming it before you do it, don't use that crap at Home Depot. Spend the money to get this stuff. It puts on such a nice coat, nice thin coat on it, and it really does. It adheres good to everything. So it's what little bit of money it might cost, extra. It's totally worth doing it. This is kind of the bottom section, so I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm gonna have to file all the stuff down anyway. Wow, a little bit of priming really made that brickwork pop. Really did. That looks. Oh man, this kit's gonna come out so cool looking. Oh, take this one out. Yeah, before. After. Wow, really makes this kit pop up a little bit. So, but yeah, this is gonna get done tonight. This is gonna sit for 24 to 48 hours, and then when I get home from work, we'll start building. Well, we'll start weathering. I'm gonna do a light weather. I'm gonna do a light weathering. Yeah, I'm gonna do a light weathering on this before I put it together. Before I assemble it, I'm gonna get it, a little bit of weathering on there, and so it starts to. I can start to see what it's gonna look like. Probably put a coat, dull coat on it. See what this looks like. There's a lot of flats, so it's gonna look good. I'm gonna do a little, put a little dull coat on there to protect it, and then put it together, and then do any touch-ups I need to touch up, and then do a little extra weathering on there, and then dull coat everything, and then pop the windows in, and go from there. This has a showroom in it, so we're gonna do an interior. There's gonna be lights in this thing. We're going all out on this. This is gonna look really nice when it's on the layout. Man, this is really going to be a nice kit. This is a really nice looking kit. Yeah. How does that look? That looks pretty good. We got nice coverage on there. Yeah, we got good coverage on there. Like I said, I'm gonna do some washes with very light washes. First of all, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna individually touch up some bricks. I have a couple of darker grays. I have a couple of different grays. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna pick individual bricks scattered all over to make it look, like a real building. So we're gonna go that route with these, and then basically like the cover. Slightly different colors on there. We're gonna do probably a little sponging down the sides, and a couple of washes, maybe a very light wash of black on there. Let me just give this a shot. This is actually going to get hit with concrete. I might actually bust out an airbrush for this. That's another thing, guys. I have not really ever airbrushed anything. So we're going to do that. We're going to go down that rabbit hole. Airbrushing too. Stuff dries so quick. All right. All right, so that's gonna be that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to hit these with primer. I probably should. I don't know what color I'm gonna do these windows in. These window frames. I actually have, I believe it's called galvanized metal. So I'm considering it. I'm considering hitting these with doing the outside with a little spray these up with the galvanized, like the windows, galvanized metal windows and stuff like that, and then do that, and then do a little rust on it. But all this got plenty of time, so we're gonna leave these in here. This wood deck, woohoo! Yeah, we're gonna go down that rabbit hole. Let me get that. Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Track, and another episode on doing this module. So what we got here is some craft paper I got from Hobby Lobby, and it's actually relatively cheap. It's they call it artist paper, I guess, for doing what you call I guess like pastels and stuff. I'm not really sure, but that's what I got. It's pretty thin. It's maybe a tad thicker than printer paper, but not much, and it's a lot thinner than even thin construction paper that I've looked at. So I'm pretty happy with it. And these sheets are pretty big. I got it in gray and I got it in black. I cut this piece out. Both the I got gray and black. The gray actually looks darker in person than it does on camera. But what I'm going to show you is how I'm cutting these strips. I'm going to lay these strips across. I'm going to cut these strips in half. They're too long. So, a roll of tar paper is not, 60 feet. So we're going to cut them in half into the proper lengths and lay them in here. And then when I'm done, I'm going to paint the joints with some paint to make it look like real tar paper. That's how we're going to do this roof. So let me show you. This is a trick that was taught to me by a modeler a bunch of years back. Back when I was a young man and I could see what the hell I was doing. Okay, so 36 inches scaled down to 1/84, slightly smaller than ½ inch. I'm not sweating it. It's like 0.41 something. So measured out a ½ inch, cut a little notch. I did this on this side as well, and here it is, fellas. How to get a straight edge. Fold it up. Fold it up. Take your roller. It's indexed. Wow. That kind of makes sense, right? When you look at it, somebody shows it to you. When the guy showed it to me, I was just like, wow. That just made this so much easier. It's trying to hold it in place and things moving around. You're trying not to stab yourself with the thing. But hey, that's how easy it was. So we're going to lay these in. And it falls perfect. They line up. There's one double lapse over here. Right? Comes up over there. They put the marks in there for me. Made it easy. That's what we're going to do. I think that's going to look boss. It's going to look much better than the spray painted top. This was gray. I spray painted the inside and outside because there's going to be lights in here. I don't know what it is with lights. I just got this thing now for doing lights. Everything's got to be lit. I mean, listen, Woodland Scenics made it so much easier with that just plug stuff. Come on, guys. Put a light on something. It really adds to it. Yeah, so I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to move the camera around to get this out of my way so I can do this faster. And, yeah, I'm going to show you me cutting the rest of these in fast mode because you don't need to sit there and watch it. I just showed you how to do it. You got to see it. Come on. Come on. I showed you how to do it. You need me to do it again? Come on. So, all right. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. So here we are, working on this roof again. So my plan was to actually cut these strips into proper lengths, for a roll of tar paper. And then I said to myself, no, stop being that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically line these up on here about where they're supposed to be. Trying to find a nice straight one for the first one. Line these up to where they're supposed to be about, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to get this first one right down to the bottom line where it's supposed to be, and the rest I'm going to line up with these top lines here. So that's where we're going to go. I'm going to use a little Mod Podge, and I'm going to paint it right on the model. Originally, like I said, I was going to cut these into strips and put these in shorter strips. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to paint the joining lines on after. It should give the same effect and make it just a little bit easier for me, so I don't mess it up. I don't know why I'm trying to be so neat, but I'm trying to be really neat. Alright. That's that. I want a good amount at the edge, but I don't want to squeeze out when I push it in. So, alright, so first piece is on. Not too concerned about the edge there, but yeah, I got it in contact. I push it down nice. I like that technique. I'm going to use it more often. I think I invented it. I don't know. Alright, so that's the first one in there. I mean, that does look pretty dang good. So now on this one, going up to the line. And then I'm going to put a little bit, on the edge. looking pretty good. I got a little on there, but roofs aren't perfect, so I'm not really too concerned about that. Try to wipe a little bit of that excess off there. That's got done. I'm not worried because I'm going to put a little. There's going to be a little seam. I'm going to paint. I'm going to put a little fine little line of paint around there. All right, let's keep going. All right. Yeah. These corners that down. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do one more course. On this side. I think I'm going to do one more course on this side because this is like the edge where it rolls over. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to let it all dry. And once that's dried up, I'll come back and I'll do like a time lapse for you guys so you guys can just watch it going on. You don't have to sit there agonizing through the whole thing. All right, so let's give this one last little bit. Huh. Not liking that. That's coming up. All right. Take another strip. All right, that little bend over piece there actually made it a little more interesting because I'm having a little problem getting it to. I should have maybe bent this piece, put a little crease in it, which I didn't. It was making it a wee bit difficult to hold on. So I don't want these edges peeling up, so that's getting a little extra dose of dose. As long as your edges are holding down, everything else should be good. And you know, it is a farm supply, probably somewhere in the Midwest, actually Pennsylvania. And they get those winds, tear up the edges, but I don't want that on this one. I mean, looking pretty good. There's a little bit of, I got a little Mod Podge got outside. That's not a problem. It'll just look like the tar, you know, when they tarred it over. Yeah, the little seam. This is actually coming out really. I'm actually liking it. I'm really happy with doing this. And guys, once again, this is nothing. This is nothing you can't do. You know, I'd love to build 1,000 Craftsman kits and put them on my layout, but the reality is, I can't afford that. You know, are there going to be some Craftsman kits on my layout? Of course, there's going to be Craftsman kits on the layout. There should be Craftsman kit on everyone's layout. But you know, the price on some of these kits are just not conducive to it. It's all looking pretty good. I mean, the gap over here is a little off, but you know, in reality, some places they're probably off. I don't know why, but that piece is actually a little wonky because it's actually in there, right? But yeah, I'm gonna just let this dry up, and then we'll come back and we'll get back at it. What I'm gonna do is I'll pause it. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna stop. We'll come back, and I'll fast forward this all the way up to this top piece right here. 2 more pieces, and you know something, forget it. I'll just blow out these last 2 pieces. I'm gonna do 2 more pieces. Let's sit, and then yeah, we'll start this side. We'll figure out this little debacle right here, and get that in. And then I'll once I get that in, then I'll fast mow all the way up to the top here for you guys. So, all right. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna fast mow these last pieces. Hey guys, welcome back. I laid in this side, got this side all done, and this side's all finished up. I did this off camera just because I just want to get it done. I didn't feel like getting all set up for it. Alright, so I came up with a new technique of to glue these panels, and it actually works much easier and much quicker. Alright. Yeah, this technique actually, this is just an even coat on here, and it just much easier to get the stuff, the glue on here. Alright. I cut a little slit in here, making a mess already. I actually came in here off camera and I marked the roof, 1/4 inch intervals on the roof, so I get this lined up correctly. And now I'm just getting this in place, stuck down. This sponge, this little sponge thing, really makes a difference. I can't tell you. It just really gets in there and forms everything up really good. That was stupid. All right. All right. Just got a rag here. I'll wipe this off real quick. By the time I'm done fiddling around with this thing, the glue is pretty much dry. Got a little excess over here. Let's get that off. All right. So, yeah, I got this in all nice and down. As you can see, I marked 1/4 inch notches on either side. So what I'll do is I come over this side. I'm going to switch sides. She's on here. All right, so make what you want to do with the piece. I don't have a balance, but I got to all right, so that's what I'm going to do. So I just what I did was I picked these big ones. I'm not worried about the needle space on there, so I said on the paint. Yeah, I'm going to fill it short. All right, that's a little bit. All right, don't mess it up. Oh yeah, right, get out of the way. That's more appropriate. That's a little more. That's just that. So just come here. Here. All right. It's looking pretty good, I think. Yeah. Honda. There's these. Yeah, so I'll put the piece on next. Those had, not too short, just short. I want that one piece on the middle. So we're going to have to brush this on, and then we're messy. And I found out, this technique worked a little more on the model. The elements were drying kind of not here, but they were kind of dry by the time you got on the model, and the corner of the table, the corner pieces were coming up. So, maybe for a mess. Alright, so always very end, you want to make mistakes, right? You make mistakes. You take a look. Right here, remember, we're going to weather this for a little bit. So, we're running the color lines and everything. I mean, it is coming out pretty damn good, if I don't say so myself. So, alright. So even though this is just, these are just glued down, alright. I want this to stick really good. Alright, so basically, I just got that one stripe down the middle to do. Best part about that is, it's just gotta look somewhat even. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it look somewhat even. Then this roof is done. I'm not gonna show any weathering. I'm not really gonna do any weathering till I'm further along in the build. So, you know, it's not gonna be too, you know, there's gonna be a bunch of videos for this build. Like I said, I'm not gonna do the weathering till the very end. Probably, I could change it up and decide to do it in the middle, but I'm leaning towards more like more towards the end of the build. But it is what it is. So there it is. That's the roof. It's pretty even, a little off, but you're not going to really notice it. So basically, the next thing I'm going to do on this is run a little very fine brush down these lines here. I may actually just use the Mod Podge because it is actually kind of giving it that tarish look to it. You know, this is all going to get, I'm probably going to hit this with dull coat on top of this anyway to just protect it, lock it down because it is paper. And once this all dries, just going to take a little piece of sandpaper and just smooth out this edge a little bit. These are gutters, and these are going to get either painted white, or I think I have aged copper, which is actually a pretty cool color. I had something like that, but I might do these in a copper and then put a little patina, like a you know, the copper gives that little bluish look to it. I might give these a little weathering, aging with some bluing on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, we're done with this video. Once again, thanks for watching Jack on Tracks. Like and subscribe, and if you like this, definitely hit the notification button, because you get to see the rest of this building get done, and I'm hoping it comes out really good. This is the first building I've put together in a long time, so we're really jumping into this. Yeah. Thanks for watching. As always, catch you later.